That is weird. Hello? Oh, there we go. Hopefully I sound now. Weird. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Hopefully I sound now. Okay. Uh, you know, it kind of like feels like, uh, hold up, we gotta put some gain on this. Oh, oh, I do have some gain already. That is super coolio. Hold up. Oh no, it's actually the same. Yeah, it's a little bit lower on this one. A little bit lower. Hold up. I'm just gonna go over here. It's much easier. And yeah, let's play some fucking tetrio. So, hi, hello. How are you? Let me make this a little bit smaller. It's just hold up, I want to make this full screen. I think that would be a lot easier. There we go. Right, real, it's not, doesn't fit perfectly. Ooh, that's gonna bother me. Ooh, that's gonna bother me. Oh god. You're almost there. Almost there. There we go. I think that's perfect. But I'm actually gonna make it a little bit smaller on my screen. I don't want it to be that big. Oh god, it's happening again. There. So I'm streaming. But it's way too loud. There we go. So here I am once again, feeling lost, but now and then I breathe it in to let it go. As if recently I felt very lonely. I'm not sure if I said it on my last stream, but I recently broke up with my girlfriend and that's been a bit hard. And it's hard for her. And I think she's actually made it a lot harder since she's still like, we ended up saying like, we can still continue being friends. Just, I told her specifically like, give me time. Like, there's still feelings, of course there will be, but I think it's just better for my mental health if we weren't together. I don't want to talk bad about her. She's a great person. She was a great partner, but she had like anxiety and depression. And so sometimes there were like some days where I was just feeling well. And she would come to me, like, looking for like a way or someone to talk to those problems. And a normal day would end up being a bit rough because now on my mind were like her problems. And no, I know I'm not supposed to be I'm not supposed to be like the person that fixes her problem. Just like to hear her out, but like it's kind of hard not to think about like, oh, what the fuck can I do? Mostly hear her out, but like if she were to ask me for advice, it's just like hearing someone that's down really does affect you. And with that, and also like the stuff I went over last stream, that I just like realized that I don't really have that many good friends. I recently have been going out with a lot of new people, and I think that's really nice. I'm learning how to be a little bit more sociable. But apart from that, I I've done it multiple times, but I think I'm gonna try doing nofap again. My world record. I mean, like my highest record was like 3 months. I think that's pretty good. I have been dealing with like masturbation. It's more like masturbation addiction, not porn addiction, but they kind of go hand in hand. When I was younger, I did consume like a lot of porn, and I think that really fucked me up. In the way like that I relate to, you know, girls. Woman, I would say. Or rage. Girl sounds like chicks. What word do I use? Girls. Girls like sounds like the word I would want to use, but if I say woman, they sounds like I'm going for like 30-year-olds. Higher than 30-year-olds. And you know, I realized that like I don't really have like that many female friends, and it always ends up like if I ever have like a female friend, I end up always like being into them because it's like, oh, female attention. That's kind of sad, but apart from that, you know, I feel like doing nofap might be able to like clear up my head a little bit better. And I don't know, I just like thought about it, and it's something that like I thought was normal until like I started thinking about it. Like that's really not normal, and it's the question of like I really don't want to talk about it, but like I'm pretty sure that if somebody sees this, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Somebody that like actually does know me, but like kind of like jerking off to like female compadres, or like you know, other people that are like around like your age, you know, like female friends. There we go. I couldn't fucking know that word. And I thought about like that's really fucked up. Like, of course, not all of them, but like if you were like to tell you, it's a really like huge proportion. And I thought about it, and I got to the conclusion that's like, what kind of person does that? Of like viewing these, you know, these people like that? Because you know, like it's one thing to think that like a friend is sexually attractive, but it's also another thing to, you know, engage that kind of behavior. I didn't think that's like more fucked up. It's like, how the fuck was I able to like, look at their face, you know, and like, you know, have that like not fresh in my mind, but like, you know, like, oh yeah, I did that to the thought of you, and I'm just gonna act as if like everything's normal. I think that's like terribly fucked up, you know? Like, how the fuck do you like play it off? Like, that slimy feeling in the back of your mind that's like, I did that. And like acting like that's normal, at least for me, for a really long time, I thought that was normal. And now it's like, god damn, that's like fucking creeper behavior. I'm starting to realize like a lot of things I used to do were really fucking weird. And like it does hurt me like accepting there are many things I did wrong. But you know, it's like it's part of the pain, it's part of getting better. It's kind of sad that I have to stream and just talk to myself. As if like I'm explaining it to somebody else, but I'm just disassociate and explain it. I'm actually doing this to explain it to myself, because my thoughts are never my own. So it's like I gotta explain it to somebody else because I'm broken. I sincerely am broken. I think the world's been really rude to me. You know, I have tried all my life, to be a little bit more friendlier all the time. And I feel like it almost never pays off to like always try to put like an extra mile. Sadly, that's kind of transformed me into like a somewhat of a yes man, and I think for a very long time, a lot of people have stepped over me, and not giving the respect that I think like should be not given to me, but like the normal amount of respect, and I feel really bad that I never really stood up to myself because I thought if I were to fight, I would probably lose, and if I would lose, that would like hurt my ego a little bit more. You know, my ego, my one self, is something that I find so weird. I'm not sure what I have, it's just that my thoughts, whenever I'm doing something, my thoughts are like, oh, it's gonna be so cool when like I tell people about this. And that's so weird. Like, I can't just enjoy it. Recently I started listening to music right before I go to sleep. I look up, like stuff that's not normal to access. I ask friends like, hey, what's like an album you like? So I can like listen to it right before I go to sleep. And I've been exploring music like that, and I found some really cool stuff. And exploring my views a little bit more, but sometimes the music I think is mid. Sometimes it's good. It's stuff that like I will now listen to, artists. But there's something called breakcore I recently started getting back into. I used to listen to it back then. And something that I really feel like is like whenever it's like my birthday, not my birthday, but like whenever like somebody, oh well, like, hey, can you put music? I kind of have to like put music, like normal people music. I can't put my stuff because I think my stuff, a lot of people are just like, what the fuck, it's just noise. And I feel like a lot of people don't get it. Like, I feel like their minds aren't like going at the pace that mine is, that just noise is so goddamn like soothing to hear. I am so lost in my mind sometimes. I am so goddamn tired. I am so tired. I'm so tired of like, it sounds so stupid, but I don't really have like female friends. And the thing that sucks about it is that whenever like I do talk to one, or like I think I'm making one, they usually think I'm like have like a crush on them or something. But what sucks is like it's kind of true. I do kind of develop that, but like I normally try to just toss it to the side and continue talking, and it usually ends up like they stop talking to me. And in my mind, all I can really think about is somehow I'm weird, I'm different. There's something off in the way that my brain works. There's gotta be something off, because if there isn't, like, it sounds weird, but like when I go to like the psychologist, I'm like praying. I am sincerely praying that I have something. Because if I don't have something, it just means that if like it's you know, the problem is me, and it sounds so bad. You know, it sounds stupid. Like some people might say, "Oh, it's because you just want to feel special." Of course I do. There's this show called BoJack Horseman. There's a character that I really like called Diane. And there's one episode where she can't write down anything, you know, for a book. And she says, like, she's trying to, like, write this, like, autobiography. And, like, she can't write anything because, like, she has to, like, deal with, like, her trauma and stuff. And she says, like, if I can't write about it, then all the damage that was done to me is just damage. It's not good damage, it's just damage. And I'm not sure why that resonated with me so much. Like, it sucks just accepting that people treat you bad because you think different. And I get the, like, the way I was raised, all the things that happened, like, I didn't live in my country, my culture. At least the way I think is, like, heavily based on, like, the United States. And, you know, other Mexicans can't really understand, or, you know, don't have, like, not the same values, but, like, I don't have, like, the same interest as them. And I feel, like, disconnected to a grand part of, like, the people here. And, you know, it's really hard to, like, find people that think the same way as I do. Not exactly the same, but, like, you know that some people, like, can understand, and, you know, every now and then you just find that person that you can, like, relate to, that seems to understand you, and you don't know how, but you just end up never speaking to them. And sometimes you end up finding people that you think are that, and they somehow end up causing you a lot of damage. They end up not respecting you. You tell them. I remember I told one of these persons one of my deepest secrets. One of the things I greatly regret about myself. And it really hurt that, like, at a party, he said it, like, as a joke. Like, he didn't say it directly, but, like, he made it, like, joke that, like, if you just thought about it 2 seconds, you know what the fuck he meant. And, you know, it's kind of weird that, like, I really care about, like, a lot what people think about me, but, like, you know, it's something like that, you know, made me, like, rethink, like, I'm not sure if I can trust this person. Or, like, I feel like maybe this person has changed, and sadly I can't, you know, relate to them the same way as we used to before. Thanks for listening to this, Mike. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate you, man. Oh, honestly. I'm down for some matches if you want to. Oh god. That feels weird knowing that somebody actually is watching. I'm gonna continue ranting a little bit more. I recently been going out with like a friend group that used to be in like my secondary school. I know it's weird because I feel like all of that group kind of understands me. Not all of them, but most of them do. Or at least like somehow all of us are like a little bit of like, not rejects, but you know, we're not the standard people that I feel like most people can like relate to, because there's this part of us that, you know, that just doesn't cut it. Like we can't be fit into like this slot of like what society expects from us. We can't. But the more I think about it, like I wonder if they actually see it like that as well. At least for me, I always struggled with that. One of my like biggest fears is that nobody actually is capable of understanding me. And the thing with my ex is she actually did. I feel like me and her had a lot of the same fears. And that's something like that really hurts. And you know, one of the reasons that like we're not still together is because like, well, her mental stuff like affected me too. And it sucks, and now that I think about it, like I feel like for a really long time we were just together, where I was like with her, because at the end of the day we both felt the same sorrows. This weird thing where like mentally we can't really be compatible with other people, not as much as we'd like to, because my mind is always racing. It's always analyzing everything around me, and it's always like at this negative light of how I change things, how my presence alone can like impact the room. It sucks being so fucking conscious of myself that I feel like I can't really enjoy moments because I'm thinking about how am I gonna explain it to friends, because I need that validation. And it sucks needing validation, because you know, I don't want to need it. It sucks that I can't just talk to myself, that I have to fucking stream it, and hopefully one motherfucker is listening. Thanks, Mike, if you are listening. But, you know, I have to explain things to myself as if I was explaining it to somebody else, because it's the only way I can explain it. It sounds weird, but I really love math. Because it's one of those things where like my mind is racing, analyzing everything, and it's almost like it was made for that. That's one of the reasons I also love doing Sudoku, because it's in those moments where like the numbers are flying and you gotta like analyze everything. And you know, my mind that's so used to going so fast, it's like I finally have something that needs it to be going fast to understand it. I love playing pool. It's like nothing to do. Just like I love playing pool. Absolute silence. Because I feel like it's so weird because I'm actually terrible at pool, but I feel like I'm better than everybody else because I kinda like I suck with my arms. Like I have like terrible like motor skills. But like I look at the balls and I'm like, okay, I need to like bounce it off there. Like somehow I like start triangulating like, oh, I need to hit it like right here. So like it bounces off there. And like I have to like hit it like this at like this particular angle at that ball, so like it actually like edges towards over there. And as I'm doing all of that, like I actually hit it and I fucking miss because like my motor skills suck, arms don't work. And yeah, but like it feels like something that hopefully one day like I'm actually able to do what I'm thinking about. Oh, there we go. Like I just imagine like if I just like continue a little bit practicing, like I'll be like good enough. I'll be like, fuck yes, finally. It's also why I like Tetris. Like you're thinking on the fly. Like it doesn't really require your whole brain capacity to do it while you talk. But it's just enough to you have to like continue to be thinking. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I do this, because Tetris by itself, like like at this speed, it's not that hard. But because my brain is focused on this, I can like talk and still kind of reason with myself. I'm not sure if I said it last stream, but I took acid on like before New Year's, and with that, I started like appreciating music a little bit more. I felt like all of a sudden, like before I go to sleep, I now listen to like an hour, maybe not an hour, but like 30 minutes of just music. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I understand artists. Like all of a sudden it makes sense. Like what the fuck are they trying to say with this song? Like, and I'm not talking like not like pop music, cause like pop music is it's kind of like on the surface. Not all artists, but like it's a lot more like surface based. Like it's supposed to sound good, but like it's not saying anything. But all of a sudden, like there's like some really deep shit. Like I listen to breakcore, which is honestly a shit ton of noise, but like all of a sudden it's like you can feel, and I feel like a lot of people that listen to breakcore, especially like in the comments, they get it. It's a shit ton of noise, but there's like this calm shit there. Like your mind is so used to racing, so like when something is at like the same speed, all of a sudden it's like it's like a mental orgasm. Where it's like frequencies all of a sudden like they end up being together to make like this coherent piece of shit noise that's just like it doesn't sound like that, but and I just love it. It feels so good. I remember the first time I heard it, I literally felt like it was tickling my fucking brain. And it was like, oh my god. Oh my god. It's I've never felt it again. But that just moment, like, I just feel like I understood it. Something I recently no, actually I noticed a shit ton of time ago. I heavily relate to people with like ADHD, or that's like on the spectrum of I don't want to say yeah, autism spectrum. Like I don't know what the fuck it's called. And like it's one of the reasons why earlier I was saying like I wish I do, because if I could like name it, or if I could just have like that evidence that like, yeah, you have this, like I will finally have a way to tell people, yeah, I'm fucking autistic. I feel like that would make my life so much easier if like somebody were like, oh, you're kind of weird. I would just say like, yeah, no shit, I'm fucking autistic. I feel like that reason alone would just fucking make me feel better. Because no longer would he just be like some fucking weird. It's like, I'll be a weird dude, yeah, fuck yeah. But I have a reason, like it's not just because I'm fucking weird. Because all my life I felt weird. I always felt like different, like this sensation, whereas other people don't get it, and because a lot of people don't get it. I know like that most other men, or like at least like it's normal to feel lonely. But there's this like gaping ass hole where it's like, at least with the way I was like brought up, with the fact that like I lived in the US, then I came to Mexico at like age 13, 14. Or like, you're old enough to like have like I was already like having like my own personality. And when I came over here, well, like, people are different. Of course they're gonna fucking be. And I feel like because of that, a lot of people just don't get me. Like a lot of people like, I can't relate to that many people. Like with just like taste alone, with like for like music, or like games, or just like online content. That's something I've recently like started noticing too. Like I feel like a lot of people just there's this particular thing over here in Mexico. Well, I mean, not Mexico, but like Latino, Spanish speaking countries. There's this YouTuber called like Vegeta777, and he's like a fucking like cultural icon online over here, right? And I remember one time I came here to stay like with my grandparents while my parents were doing like some legal document stuff. And I fucking remember there was like a kid I was like friends with. He was like coming to the house to like play and stuff. And like he's like, oh, there's like this really good YouTuber. And I was like, Vegeta777. I was like, okay, sure. I thought it was gonna be like some Dragon Ball shit. It was Minecraft. I kid you not. 3 minutes in, I was like, I need this guy out of my fucking house. This is like the most cringe ass shit I've ever seen. I swear to fucking God. Now, I think I was like 3 years older than him, so I was like 13. He was like probably like 10. And I get it, like it's different content. For whatever reason, I was a fucking dick. Not a fucking dick, but I was like, oh, I'm so mature. That stuff ain't for me. So I feel like that has to do like with it. But like I feel like because I never watched that like that stuff, I don't. I can't fucking relate to people on that. They're like, oh my god, have you seen like I think it's called Caramaland? And I'm like, no. No, dude. The fuck is that? And it's like, or like another thing would be like football. I was never really a sports guy because of my bad fucking motor skills. Like I could never like properly play anything. And like it feels really fucking bad being bad at sports, but like really liking to play them. Like I fucking love playing soccer, or football, whatever you want to fucking call it. But I'm fucking terrible at it, and like it feels really bad because like whenever like I go play like with other people, like first of all, like it sucks being the last one being picked. That really fucking sucks. But apart from that, it's like like when I'm on somebody's team, they're expecting me to play bad, so like they're like, oh yeah, like you'll play defense and just stand like as far back as you can. And it really fucking sucks. I really wish like I could like be like a tad bit better. I could like train for that stuff, but But you know, it's because of that that all of a sudden I'm just like, well, I'm definitely not getting invited. And actually I stopped getting invited to play football because of that. Or at least I believe so. And that kind of sucks. Because I really do enjoy it, and like I feel like it sounds so stupid, but I feel like it was like a tad bit better. You know, to get like invited, and maybe I could like connect with some people that go and play. Because like some of them are people that like I could see myself being friends with this person. But you know, it's not gonna happen because they're like, oh, this fucking guy sucks, man. You know. Yeah. That's kind of sad, actually. Now that I think about it, that's like really sad. I'm like, god damn. Also, like, since like over here, like football is a really big thing. Like, most people that I know probably like went to like a soccer team or something. I never did. So my suckiness is, you know, is you know, it has a fucking reason. Like compared to other people, like I'm bad. To an average player, like yeah, I'm probably like a little bit lower than their thing. But like you know, you like I feel like a lot of people don't really understand like that wasn't really my whole thing. I used to be the motherfucker that stayed home and played Minecraft all day. Partly because I lived in an area with no other kids. And also because I didn't really have friends to go play anything. I used to go to Taekwondo, and I actually did really like going training Taekwondo because that teacher used to put me through the fucking meat grinder and almost killed me. But you know, now that I'm older, it's like I feel like I should have gotten into a sport. Even now, I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I should get to a sport. But like, you know, I feel like I'm at that age where it's like, oh, I went to a sport. People, oh, like you're actually good. Like, no, bro, I would fucking suck. And, you know, it's like yeah, sure, that's why like you join like a team to like play with them, right? To like you know practice and actually train. But like I feel like if I were to actually join, I would just fuck it up. And you know the people that like are there like because like they really like the sport, be like, why the fuck are you here? You're just like running the team, and that really sucks. And I feel like on most things I do, I'm just bad at. You can say I'm good at Tetris, but you know, playing Tetris isn't something that most people get. You know, a lot of people don't get the art of just stacking blocks, or like it stresses them out because it's like, oh wait, why do I have to think so much? And because of that, it's like it gets back to the fucking point. I can't relate to other people because the shit I like to do has to like be so mentally fucking fulfilling. Like I have to like, it has to be something that like just sucks my soul and like, you know, keeps it there. Because one thing I've noticed is when I don't want to say normal people, or like, you know, like whenever I'm like invited to like hang out at like let's say like a party, not more like a reunion. Recently, I was invited to like a reunion of middle school. I kid you not, I felt so fucking out of place because the thing that they were doing, they were just like sitting down and talking about, like, oh yeah, they hear like this guy's like dating this girl. Oh yeah, I kid you not, I was so fucking bored. Like it sucks that like I can't go out and just talk with people. I can though, but you know, it has to be like stuff that actually I find interesting. But like sitting down and just gossiping is goddamn. I remember one of the best fucking parties I went to was when I just broke up with my girlfriend. It was like less than a week. One of my, I was like, hey, can I go to your house? Like, I kind of like be hanging out with somebody. I went, right? He was like, hey, I'm gonna go to like a Christmas reunion. You wanna go? I was like, sure. Best shit I ever went to because nobody knew me. I was just like sitting down and I was like talking to new people, and it's so interesting to just talk to new people, and it's even fucking better when these people actually want to be talked to. Like you could like ask them. I don't know, because like there was like this fucking vibe of like everybody's like, hey, anything that happens here isn't really gonna reflect anything because almost nobody fucking knew each other. and everybody's like so easygoing, just being able to talk to, and like one of the reasons I made a fucking Instagram is because at that party people are like, hey yo, what's like your Instagram? I didn't have one. Well, I mean I did have one, but I just like didn't use it. So I was like, ah, oh, sorry man, I don't have like an Instagram. And now that I think about it, that's part of the fucking reason I don't have like, I haven't found like a group that I can say these motherfuckers get it, because I'm like so fucking hard to like even talk to, I guess, because you know when you're like for a really long time, and something I've already noticed is like a lot of people don't really fucking talk to me because it's so fucking hard to get like a handle on me, because you know it's like either I'm fucking gaming or I'm jerking off, and it's like no, not really, but it's more of like a, you know, how the fuck do you get in contact with me? Well, this is my fucking phone number, bitch. I'm not gonna give everybody my phone number. And all of a sudden, like I was like just thinking about it, I was like, no shit, nobody talks to me, because you know it's kind of weird to ask somebody like at a party, isn't it? Like, hey, what's your phone number? Like, bro, what the fuck, are you trying to hit on me? Or like, you know, I just feel like it's not normal to just talk to somebody and be like, hey, I think you're cool, you want to like go out, like as fucking friends, of course. Because one time I said that and the fucking girl's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this stuff, and like ran away, screaming, because she thought I was asking her on a date, which I was. But you know, it was if she wanted to, but like, you know, it wasn't one. If you wanted to be like that, sure, it would be like that. But then I feel like a lot of people need to be like a lot more easygoing. Like, I would be down. Well, maybe not of a random person, but like if it's somebody like I met like at a party, like, hey, I think you're cool, you wanna like hang out or something? Because a lot of people, I really hate that, like you have to like be talking to somebody like for some time to be like, hey, you wanna hang out or something? Like, bro, I kinda just wanna invite people to my house. Not my house, because my house is a terrible space to like throw a party. It's not made for that, it's made for to be fucking empty. I kinda just wanna like invite people and be like, hey, somewhere you'll be like, hey, I don't fucking know you, and that's what makes this great. That's what would make this hangout great. And then we can be like, yeah, you aren't like a person that's gonna be my friend, or be like, oh dude, this guy gets it. This motherfucker gets it. But then yeah, like another thing I have a fucking problem with, the type of people that are my people are usually fucking introverts. And the problem with that is that, how the fuck do I meet an introvert at a fucking party? Bitch, they don't go to parties. Or the type of people that are like they get me and aren't introverts, like they already have like a whole group, and I kind of feel like I would be invading like their group if I'm like, hey, invite me to your friends, please. I want friends. Like, I feel like I would be like invading their space, and you know, I don't want to do that because I don't know. Like, if they're like, oh no, like it's cool, like sure thing, but like, even I would feel like grimy, you know. Oh yeah. Here, I think I already talked enough. Oh, I've been live for 45 minutes. Barely. I feel like I talked about so much shit. I feel a lot better though. Definitely do. Is anybody actually watching this? 2 viewers. Yo, what's up, man? Barely checked up. Being butching you. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to hop off. I talked my soul out. Yes, I did. It's funny. We have 2 times in a row where I actually shed tears during the stream. Let's fucking go. Anyways, anyone that's watching, Gemma, I think that's probably you. Thanks for watching, man. I really do appreciate it. Even though I do this more for myself. If somebody does hear this out, yeah. What's popping? Yeah, nothing's popping. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be the end. See ya.